Let me ask you, how do you manage your money inside of your binary options account? How do you know how much you are going to trade with when you win? How much are you going to trade with when you lose? What if you have 2 losses in a row or 3 losses? What do you do to up the ante to recoup without having revenge trading? I have a tool called the Ultimate Money Manager that will manage your trading dollars so you can focus on the charts, the strategy that you have chosen for that day to trade with. All right. I appreciate you stopping by. Like and subscribe to the channel. Head on over to my Telegram group where I have like-minded people like yourself who are joining in the fun of using a money manager tool along with a strategy. The strategies that I have on my YouTube channel are nice and easy to follow. Okay, you just have to be patient. All right, watch the videos. You just got to be patient. All right, without further ado, let's jump in. Let's make some money. Here we go. What is the Ultimate Money Manager and how is it going to help you in your daily trading? All right, so the goal here is to enter in your starting balance. So whatever you are starting with for the day, enter that here. Max trades. This will max out at 15. Okay. You can choose 4 out of 15. All right. With your $250. I want to make a modest 3% per day. That's all I want to do. Okay. So I'm going to change this 14 and 4, maybe 14 and 3. No, you can't because it's dollar there. All right, we're gonna do 3 win target out of 13 trades. So $1.50 is my first trading amount. I need to complete this is my goal here. This is my daily goal. This is what you'll add to whatever your daily goal is. I need to make $8 today in order to have a total growth of 3%, which means I'm gonna complete 4 levels. What is a level? A level is when you get a win, you will complete the level. This is 1. You will start all over again. When you win again, you will complete that level, call it 2, and so on. I'm gonna run through this so you can see it. I got lots of videos on this. Check out my YouTube channel. You can watch how that works. All right, so each level, I'm gonna earn around 0.76%. This shows how much of the balance this is gonna be for my first trade at $1.50 at 0.6%. All right, so we're gonna do 3 out of 13. My goal today is $8. Let's show you how this works. All right, our Ultimate Money Manager told us to put in $1.50. So we got $1.50. What strategy are we using today? Well, this is the Bollinger Band strategy along with the RSI and the Stochastic Oscillator. Our goal is to find candlesticks that are outside of the Bollinger Bands here, that are under the Stochastics and that are under the RSI, which is this one right here. So we're going ahead and we're gonna buy this one up. May have gotten this one a little bit too early, but let's see what happens here. What are we doing? We have a 15-second candle. Okay, 15-second candle. Each one of these candles is 15 seconds. And we're on a 30-second timer. So we have our end timer is 30 seconds. So let's see what happens here. This looks like it's bottoming out down here. And 3, 2, 1, looks like we're gonna have a lose. We open up the money manager, we put lose, 261 is our next amount. Okay, so we enter 261, 2.61, and it looks like, look at this one's bouncing around. It wants to go huge downward trend. But this, I feel, is coming out, so we're gonna give this, everything looks good. All of our indicators look good. We are just inside the Bollinger Bands here. Our stochastic oscillator is below the 15 and our RSI is nearly at the 25. So all things considered, this looks to be a good setup, and we are 5 seconds out from having this trade as a win. 2, 1, and there's a win. What do we do when we win? So we enter a win here. Since pocket options, you are not allowed to enter a trade that's under $1. We will take our win here. We call this one level. So we have completed one level. Let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. All right. So we have won that one. So we finished the level. We need to complete 4 levels or an $8. So what is our new balance? Our new balance is $250.90. We're going to enter that in here to 50.90. And we will bring this back to the starting point. Now our first trade is $1.50. So we will enter $1.50 here. We are ready to find another opportunity. Okay, let's run through here. What do we have this set up as? So this is my Bollinger Band setup. The period is 20. The deviation is 2. Styles, I just make these 2 pixels each to make it easier to see. And down here, the stochastic oscillator is 1433 SMA. I changed this from 80 to 85 and 20 to 15. The extra 5 allows me to really gauge the stochastic oscillator outside of and below where they should be. The standard is 80-20, but if I make that a little bit wider, it gives me a little better confirmation that it is outside of its zone. It's either oversold or underbought. And then the RSI, the period is 14. Again, same thing here. I make this 75 and 25 versus 70 and 30. Again, we just want to make that a little bit larger. So that's what we did there. And the goal here is to load up a whole bunch of 92%. Since we're going to be trading OTC pairs, we are going to load up 92%. We're going to do that, and we're going to start up here and roll across the top. So what are we looking for? How does this work? This is the Bollinger Bands, top and bottom. Our goal is to find a candlestick that is outside of the Bollinger Band. It closes outside the Bollinger Band. Let's see if we can find one here. See if we can just scoot across here so we can see if there's one. So this is closed outside the Bollinger Bands. The RSI is just above the bottom green here, and the stochastic oscillator, we are looking for that this blue line here. So the stochastic oscillator crossed the orange on the way down, which you can see right here is where the cross was. And then so it is a downward trend. Because we are now closing outside, we are below. This is a big push downwards. We are going to give this a 30-second buy. And we are going to see, all things considered, we have a below the stochastic oscillator. This is outside of our zone. This was touching our zone, and the stochastic oscillator, the Bollinger Bands was just touching. We were just inside the Bollinger Bands. So let's see if this holds. Now, this is a massive downward trend, but we have 4, 3, 2, 1, and we held. That was perfect. That was a really good trade. All right, let's bring the Ultimate Money Manager back so we can show. Okay, so we had a win, and we can't bet $1 inside of pocket options. So we will complete this level, and we will bring this back to par. And our new balance is 252.28, 252.28. Now, $1.51 is our new trading amount for our 3rd level. Remember, we got to get to 4 levels for approximately 3% growth. It's going to be off a little bit because we're not able to trade that 2nd or 3rd trade to get us that full percentage. But either way, we're going to have we're going to show you what a winning day looks like. Okay, so we have $1.51 now because that's our new trade. And what we're going to do is we're going to cycle through to find another chart. And our goal is to find candles that are outside of the Bollinger Bands and the stochastic and the RSI. So it looks like we are now on a downward trend, and you can go with the trend as well. So instead of trying to buy the reverse, you can also buy the momentum. And what that means is now that we have a downward momentum here, we can see that we are below the stochastics and our RSI is on the way down, meaning that this could be a downward trend and we could sell this on the way down. So let's go ahead and see, let's see what this looks like. So is this going to turn around or is this going to push back down? So this is the SMA. So this is the moving average here in the middle. And if we think that this is going to continue a downward trend, then what we could try and do is we could try and get in on a sell when we hit this trend line here and then bring this all the way down. So let's see if we can do exactly that. Let's see if this is a full reversal and it is on its way up, or this is going to hit that middle trend line and then make its way back down because we are on a downward trend, which if we draw a trend line, let's see if this trend line will work for us before this trade closes. So here's our top, and we're going to use this top candle right here as our trend line. So let's see what happens here. And just as the indicators indicated and the momentum of the candles had, we were able to do exactly what I said we were going to do, which worked out flawlessly. So let's bring in the Ultimate Money Manager again, and we are going to put a win here. And our new balance is 253.67, 253.67. Okay, and we have won that level. So we are on our last level. Our goal here is to complete this level. So we're just gonna start all over. We are at $1.52. So let's enter that into pocket options. So we'll be able to change this to $1.52. And so here, so this is our trend line here, which we can already see what's happening, that this is a downward push. And do we want to go with the momentum, or is this going to bounce back up? You know what? Let's go find another chart where we can get the Bollinger Bands maybe outside of the Bollinger Bands, as well as the Stochastic and the RSI, so that we can buy this, so we can show how this is going to work. Wow, look at that one. Oh my goodness. That was huge. I'm going to stay away from that. However, that was a really big push. Really big push. And we are flattening out. We're at the bottom here. Let's look to the left. What do we got to the left? We are way under. Okay, I like this. This is looking good. We are way under. We are going to see if we can get the reversal on this, or if this is going to continue the momentum downwards. Now, it had a ton of momentum, which you saw there, as these big red candles were pushing the price down. But now that we have the stochastic way under, we did cross the blue, cross the orange, which is great. And the RSI is leveling out. Now, again, this is going to push back down, or it's going to pump back up. There we go. We got a win. Hey, what a great day to show a video on a strategy that is working very well. And let's bring in the Ultimate Money Manager and see where we ended up. Okay, well, that was another win. And so that puts us at 255.07, and we'll call that 4. So we made $5.07. So that is we are done with the money manager. We're gonna zero this out. We're gonna start this back over at 250, because that's generally what I like to trade in a day. And we're gonna get this out of the way. So I'm at 255.07. Let's bring in the calculator. So we got our calculator here. Let's see how much of a percentage that is for the day. So what we do is 255.07, and we divide that by our starting amount, 250, and that's okay. And then we times this by 100. And we are at 102.028%, and then we minus 100, because I want you to see what the percentage is. So today we earned 2.028%. Perfect. And that we did, if you can see here, So this was our starting for the day right here. This was me earlier doing trades with a couple other strategies, but nonetheless, you can see that I've had a great day so far, and I should probably continue trading because things are going in my favor. But either way, here we have, this is the trades for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had 4 out of 5 trades for the winning strategy during this specific sitting, to which was a huge success. And I'm done for the day. I got my 2%. What the Money Manager also has built into it is a way for you to manage your daily growth. All right. So this is 90 days worth of trading. Okay, that's what this is, 90 days worth of trading, which you can see here. So if I was to have $250 and make 2% daily, whether it's 3 days a week, 2 days a week, either way, in 90 days of trading, which would be maybe 4 months, 5 months, 6 months worth of real world trading, I would make that, turn it into $14.95. And if on a monthly basis, if we look at this, so again, 20% per month. So if I did 2% per day at 10 days of the month, my $250 would turn into $19,874 after 24 months. And I would be making $3,300 a month. So think of this as compounding. Think of this as growing your account so that you can take out money monthly to help improve your financial situation in life. That's what the Ultimate Money Manager does. You can come over to the Telegram group where you can talk about trading strategies, which I post all of there. And if you want the Ultimate Money Manager, if you want to use this tool to aid in your ability to grow your account, please come on over, stop in, ask how you can get it, and I'll set you up with that. All right. I appreciate you being here. Like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I did, because it was a hoot. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you again.